So one of the big things we're going to work on, especially for you three, is cutting a good angle to set up your kicks. Because I feel a lot of times what we try to do is, we'll get here and we'll be like, 1, 2, bam. And we kind of throw it from that 50-50 position. And what I mean by 50-50, if me and him are both in a good stance, my foot is on his center line, his foot is on my center line, right? We're equal fight right here. I don't like to fight fair. I don't like to cheat. Don't like to fight fair. I'm not going to keep you in an advantageous position, right? So one of the simple things I want us to do, especially when we know we want to hit that hard chopping kick, whether it's to the thigh or to the calf. I don't care which one you're throwing. I don't throw calf kicks. I watched a dude break his shin live in front of me, and I'll never throw a calf kick ever again. Personal choice, not a coaching error. So when I'm here, if I just throw my jab and close the distance into him, I can throw that kick, but I'm on center line with him. So instead, when I throw that jab and I know I want to kick, I'm going to throw step, step, so that we're foot to foot. What that's going to allow me to do, bop, bop, open my hips here, so that way I can come into that low kick. It's just a slight angle, guys. I'm not trying to turn a 90-degree angle on some dude. That is very unlikely and unrealistic, right? All you're trying to do is bop, bop, bop. Throw that chopping low kick from there. Now, the easiest way to set this up, though, is when I get him to bite on that jab, is I have to hit it hard enough that he has to defend. A lot of people just kind of flip a jab out there. They're just like, bop, right? That's not going to make him have to bop. That's what I'm looking for, is I have to get him to base here. So if I'm here with Rel, we're working, right? I'm here. I bop, step hard, turn that hip over. Questions on this?
What about the hook? Like they try to come around with the hook.
Boom. If I'm here, that's why they have to defend. Bop.
So even with the lead hook, they're still not going to.
Yeah, because I'm looking to cover my motion with that jab. If I just open stance, change here, yeah, you're going to get clipped with something. That lead hook's a good option. Even if I'm just throwing this bop, you want to hit it not as a type break. It's a, this is as soon as I hit my foot lands, it chops. So it's bop, bop. That's the type of motion you're looking for. A lot of people try to hit this as a 2-beat. It's a beat and a half. So when I'm here, if I hit this bop, bop, he's going to have time to turn and counter, right? But when I'm bop, bop, that little bit of an angled up pace is what allows you to get away with this. Questions on this? Yes, it is. The danger is, though, it's a lot easier to defend. Because all they have to do is turn their foot. That's why I don't like calf kicking. Because even if he starts to bring this foot up, I'll come through and try to hit that back leg anyway. So even if he's trying to check here, bop, I'll kick that back thigh anyway. So yeah. And if you guys know my tomahawk sweep, this is how I set that up. Bop. Is through that, is that angle cut and that check. All right? Let's drill this out a little bit and then we'll start adding wrinkles. For opposite stance, when we're here, it's the same thing, you're just throwing the two. So instead we're here, no, yeah, you're in southpaw. So instead we're here, bop. Same concept, you're still stepping out and chopping hard on that bop bop beat. The beat and the step is more of what you're working on. All right? 1, 2, 3 with Rel. Boom. So now we're going to work on cutting the angle the other way. So when I'm here, I'm going to throw my 1, and I'm going to use that to cover my distance and pull his hands up. Especially in little gloves, people have to be a little bit more disciplined with their hands, right? So boom, I'm going to throw that 1, and I'm going to use that 2 to step out just a little bit, but to also bring my back leg up. Bop. What that's going to allow, 1, I've beat the angle on him a little bit. See how I'm off his center line here? That's going to allow me to do one of two kicks. Depends on your preference and what you want to do here. I like to attack the back thigh. So I'll hit this and I'll go 1, 2, and chop that back leg. A lot of people don't condition their back leg. Allows you to fuck them up a little more. Or if I'm here and I don't like attacking that back leg, bop, bop, I can chamber this knee up and bring that straight up to a teep or push kick. Now remember guys, you have to be deliberate if you're throwing a teep or a push kick. Teeps are touches. Pop. I'm just touching him with it. A push kick requires follow through in coming into him. Be deliberate about which one you're throwing. A lot of people just throw that and don't decide which they're going to do. The differentiation is how you land and what you're doing afterwards. So if I'm here with Rel, boom, I throw this 1, 2, I throw just a teep. I'm still in front of him and he still has his balance. I have to be very deliberate that as soon as this lands, I turn, or as soon as I land, I slide. I don't care which it is, you can't just stand there though. The difference is when I push kick, he's falling back, so I'm going to be able to come back into a better stance and start throwing from my stance at that point. That's the difference in what you want to work on with that. So I'm here, I don't care which it is, but I throw that 1, I use that to cover my distance. I hit that 2 to load my hips. Now for me, I'm going to chop that back leg out because I like to hit people's back legs. That everyone's ready for that inside low kick, so they brace real hard right here, and that allows me to chop their back foot when it's loose. Because what a lot of people are ready for is bop, 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 right? Everyone's ready for that. So when I go bop, bop, it gets real rough real fast for people, and that's what you want to do. Now, if Rel is in open stance, which means we're opposite stances to each other, right? Same thing, but instead of throwing just the 2, you're going to throw that 2, 3. Same thing, you can either come up or attack that back foot if they're opposite stance to you. Same concept of, boom, you hit that 2, boom, that 3 allows you to cover your distance and cut your angle either into chopping or into hitting that front kick. Questions on this?
Yes. Going to the side, same thing with the hook, like I did. If you're going to get hooks, you're going to move your head off center line. Yes,
you're always moving your head off center line, guys. And what that doesn't mean is, I see a lot of us, especially in kickboxing class, we end up with this weird, easiest way to describe it. Remember the weeble wobbles? They weeble and they wobble, but they don't fall down. We end up with this. That's not what I need in head position. When I'm here on line with Rel, my head just has to replace my shoulders. My head's where my shoulder was. If he throws that 2, my head was where this shoulder was now. So when I'm here and I throw that 1, 2, if he throws that 2, I'm offline just enough to chop that leg. It didn't even hurt, Rel. I barely threw it.
Not at all.
You act like I have hard shins or something. But that's the type of, I don't need the weeble wobble Mike Tyson. That's going to get your shit rocked in MMA especially, and kickboxing even. So when I'm here, it's 1, 2, chopping off that way. Where I'm here in that 1, 2, pop. Targets for your front kicks: belly button, solar plexus, chins. Don't care which one you try for, hit one of them. None. Difference is your follow through. So when I teep Rel, if Rel just puts his hand on his pelly here so I can teep it. So boom, I'm here, pop. Teep translates to foot jab, pop. That's all it is. It's a measuring stick and a touch. So when I'm here, pop. I'm just trying to touch with it, pop. I'm balanced, everything's here. I can reset instantly, pop. That's what the teep kick is used for. When I'm here with Rel and I want to push kick, pop. I'm trying to manage distance at that point. Either stay the fuck away from me, or I need to get you back towards a wall or whatever. Either I need to get you away from me or I need to put you somewhere. But it's not just a touch. It is a boom, follow through. And you have to follow that up generally or move. Where if I just teep here, pop, I will either start sliding one direction or start sliding out. So like, let's say I hit my 1, 2, pop. I don't just want to stay here. Rel can start to throw, right? Boom. I don't like that. So I throw my 2, bop. As soon as that lands, turning, sliding out, you have to move. Where off the push kick, they have moved, therefore you're in a managed distance. You can then choose to attack or disengage. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Does your foot stay flat the whole time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I'm here, it's balance.
Sorry.
Make sense? 1, 2, 3.